Well, welcome to our ship tour of the Azamara Onward.
Yes, we just completed an 11-night journey on this cruise, so we want to talk to you all about it and show you all around this beautiful ship.
Yeah, 11 nights in the Caribbean, and we did it all. So join us, and we will go from the bottom of the ship all the way back up here to the top on the 11th floor. And this ship is around 30,000 tons and holds just over 600 passengers, and we felt that was just perfect. On the right side of the screen, you're going to see a little bit of a deck plan and a little Canadian maple leaf that moves around the screen there, and you'll see where we are on the ship as we tour around.
All right, so let's follow us along.
We will start our ship tour down here on deck 4, the Azamara Onward.
This is where you're going to find your guest relation desk. So if you need any help with any issues, you come down here. It's a quiet little spot. We've never seen a line. We've come a couple times for things, and like I said, never a line.
Yeah, they got a little bit of artwork down here and a couple little seats, and it is a Christmas cruise for us. There is a little bit of decorations. There's even an ATM at a couple of them down here. I think you can take money out if you want to.
Yes.
And there are also cabins down here on deck 4, on to deck 5. Okay, we are up on deck 5, and we will start all the way aft at the main dining room.
This is called the Discovery Restaurant. It's the only main dining room they have on board. It holds a lot of people. It gets really busy at peak times, but we like to come in around just after 6, and usually you get your choice of the seats at that time of the day.
And they've got configurations of some tables are kind of side by side with not a lot of distance between, but other ones are kind of on an angle or in corners, and there's a few spots that are private. We've been able to kind of find those tables. If you want a little privacy, it is possible. If you want to make new friends, that's definitely possible as well, as you sit near other people. But beautiful dining room, all done up, and we've had some wonderful food experiences here, both breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They only do lunch on sea days.
Yes.
They do one day where they do a special brunch in here as well.
And that's fabulous. If you get on a ship, you have to make sure you come on the brunch day, because that just blows our mind.
Yeah, but our experience in the main dining room as far as service, quality of food, and ambiance has just been wonderful. It's classic cruising is what this dining room is all about. And you move a little farther forward on deck 5 and get this little bar area. It's kind of like a waiting room before you get into the main dining room.
Yeah, so it's a nice little spot to have a pre-dinner cocktail if you're waiting for your group to join you or to get in and get a table. They open this bar at 5:30 every afternoon.
Between the main dining room and the shops, we have a little cafe. You can see a little cafe is right across from the atrium that extends down to guest services on deck 4, and you can get and all your specialty coffees right here throughout the day. And on deck 5, you come forward of the cafe and you find the shops. There aren't a lot on the ship.
There are 2, one with your traditional jewelry, and then the other one is pretty much everything else. There's a little bit of clothes, there's sunglasses, all that kind of stuff, some perfume.
And even snacks. Moving forward, we are now in the den, which is a multi-purpose space, is the best way to describe it.
Yes, there's lots of things happening here. So you do have a full-service bar. There's a grand piano set up in the corner. There's often live entertainment here every evening. There's different music, but you've got a lot more than that also.
You've also got the shore excursions desk is tucked in here as well, with also a little library of books on destinations around the world. It's kind of an interesting thing we haven't seen very often. There's also the photo studio where you can go, and it's kind of old school where your photos are put up and you can choose and look through your photos to see if there's anything you want to purchase.
And then the other thing is, if you want to plan that next cruise while you're on board, Azamara does offer some deals, and so that's where you come here also to do that. There's 2 ladies that work out of that office.
Yeah. Okay, here on deck 5, you can also get outside on both sides of the ship.
Yeah, starboard and port side. It doesn't walk all the way around. You can just sort of walk up the length of the ship and back. But they do have lovely, cushiony, beautiful lounge chairs that they set up here each day when it's safe and the weather's good, that you can do that. So it's kind of a nice little quiet spot to escape away from and get a little shade.
Okay, we are now coming into the Cabaret Lounge, which is kind of like the main theater of the Azamara Onward. Okay, we are all the way forward now on deck 5 at the Cabaret Lounge.
Yes.
And this is where we've been able to catch all the performance shows by the production team. Also, guest singers have been here. And we have found this space to be really nice and cozy compared to the big theaters on other ships. We have lots of seating. You can see there's chairs that are spaced out. There are also some bench seats here and there. The only downside is that the whole floor seating is all the same level, so you might get stuck behind someone in a chair and not be able to see over them.
It can be difficult if you're 3 or 4 rows back on the floor level to see past anybody, so that's just something to remember. So you might want to come up to the next level or be off to the side or something. There is a full bar at the back of the end of the theater also, and so there's bar service here when you come in to get ready for a show.
So we're done with deck 5. We're going to move up to deck 9. But in between deck 5 and deck 9, it is all staterooms on deck 6, 7, and 8. And on deck 7 is where you would also find a little laundry space where you have laundry that you can do at no charge.
That's right. So there is 8 washing machines, 8 dryers, 2 ironing boards, and 2 irons in there, and it's all free of charge. It's just self-service.
This is a view of an elevator here on the Onward. Traditional elevator, lots of buttons, and we haven't had much of a problem getting elevators at all whenever we want them. We are all the way forward here on deck 9, and we are at the spa.
Yes.
And not only is it the spa, it also has a workout area and all your traditional change rooms and treatment rooms.
One thing to note is that fitness classes are included. There's no extra fee if you want to join one of those personalized classes.
There's also a little space we want to show you that's all the way forward. It's called the Terrace. And so we are out here at the spa, or Sanctum Terrace, I think is the exact name.
Yes, it is Sanctum.
And this is an area that suite guests have access to, and you can also rent the space by the day or by the week. So there are comfy lounges out here, and there also is a philosophy pool that you can lounge in as well that's accessible while into this area. Moving forward, we find the main pool area.
Yes, this is the Lido deck. This is where all the magic happens, from relaxing in the pool or the hot tub during the day to their as amazing white nights that they have here. There's a stage here. They often have live music at 12:30 in the afternoon on a sea day. It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, and this is the only pool on the ship other than the Flossy pool we just showed you up at the Sanctum area. But yeah, comfy loungers in place here and live music and great views. And it's one of those places that's relaxing and peaceful with a little bit of music now and then, but it's not over the top. You can definitely just unwind and enjoy your cruise from this pool area. Just forward of the pooled area and kind of part of the pool space, but covered, is the patio.
Right, so the patio is a place for during lunchtime. You get table service, you place an order, there's burgers, there's all your sort of that type of food that you would think. Chicken fingers that I've been enjoying the whole week. And then in the evening, it transforms into a different dining venue.
Yeah, and some days, sea days specifically, they actually set this up. There's a little bit of a buffet that goes with the patio as well. And then just steps away is also the main buffet. But yeah, in the evening, it is a themed night every night as far as different types of food from around the world. But overall, the quality of the food has been fantastic in this area. And some of the people we're traveling with even say it's one of the best burgers they've ever had at sea. Okay, all the way aft on deck 9, you will find the buffet. So here we are, walking through the buffet for breakfast time.
The buffet is always done up nice and professionally. There's beautiful tablecloths, lovely glassware and silverware, tons of service throughout to get you drinks or whatever you ever need help. We've watched a lot of waiters helping people carry food back and forth to their plate that might have no mobility issues and stuff like that. The service has been impeccable.
And off the back of the buffet area is I believe they call it the Sunset Terrace, where you can dine al fresco overlooking the wake of the ship. And on the one side of the ship, there is a little desk that's available there for booking specialty dining as well while you're on board. Okay, we have moved up to deck 10 aft. You go up the stairs, on one side there is a new bar concept called the Atlas Bar.
Yes, so apparently this used to be a library, but now it is sort of a specialty bar. So in order to have the drinks included, you have to be on the ultimate package that they offer. Otherwise, each drink there is a fee for here.
We didn't spend a lot of time up here. One of us actually had the package that you could have the drinks up for free, but the seating is a little sparse, but a little bit uncomfortable, to tell you the truth. It wasn't really the cozy space we envisioned. It's really unique that it has these large TV screens that you can see like a band playing on, but it's actually not a band. It's kind of a unique concept.
It is a unique concept. So yeah, it has definitely a very specialized menu here. So there's drinks that you've never heard of before. So it's kind of a neat place to try something if you're looking for a different cocktail.
So on board the Onward, there are two specialty dining venues. One is Aqualina, which is Italian themed, and the other one is Prime C, the steakhouse that we're in right now.
Yes, so this is the steakhouse. There is a little bar there with bar stools that you can have a pre-dinner cocktail if you want to before you come here for specialty dining. And like Jerry said, this is a steak themed, and next door is Italian. I will say we ate at the Italian restaurant and we had a wonderful dining experience, or at least I personally did. It was very heavy on seafood on that menu. So if you're a seafood lover, it's a great spot.
Yeah, if you're just a pasta lover like me, then there's less options than you think there would be on an Italian menu. So everything, service, food quality, everything was fantastic, as is here in the steakhouse. Okay, moving aft here on deck 10 is the jogging track that overlooks the main pool.
It's a rather small one, but it's pretty busy each morning. There's a lot of people doing some pretty fast-paced walking going on here.
And during the White Night party, they also set this area up with tables so that you could have a table up here, a little more exposed to the wind, but you can see what's going on down below for the festivities. So we are all the way forward on deck 10, and we are in a space called the living room.
The living room, and it's another multi-purpose space. You're going to see a whole lot of things going on here. There's evening entertainment, there's afternoon snacks, there's late night snacks, there's, you name it, it's happening in this spot.
So yeah, they've got a band set up at the very forward section, a little bit of a dance floor there that gets active in the evenings. There's also a little tiny buffet where they serve canapes and little nibbles now and then throughout the afternoon and evening. They do a little bit of a kind of a tea time, not all the way there, but they have some scones. Mm-hmm. And on the other side, they also have puzzles, board games, and places where you sit down and just play cards.
Yes.
So a wonderful space here, and the views looking out over the ocean and watching sunsets are just phenomenal from this space.
Yes, it is the perfect spot if you want to see a beautiful sail away while you're on your cruise ship.
Okay, we are up here on the highest deck, deck 11. It is known as the sun deck here on the Azamara Onward.
Yes, and if you are a sun seeker, this is the spot you want to go to. Beautiful, comfy loungers, but absolutely not, well, I shouldn't say absolutely, very little opportunity for shade up here.
So that's the end of our ship tour here on the Azamara Onward.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed this tour. It is a beautiful, small-sized cruise ship, and we just had a fabulous time on a Christmas cruise almost. We're getting off just before Christmas in time to get home with families, but wonderful place to spend a week or two or however long you want to go on a journey with Azamara.
Also, be sure if you want to see more details about the ship and how it handles the passengers, all the details of the food, what there is to do around the ship, then follow our vlogs. We do have vlogs coming out of every day on board this beautiful ship.
Yes, and there's so many unique experiences that Azamara does that other cruise lines don't do. So to really get a feel for Azamara, definitely check out those vlogs, because we just we were learning things and exploring new things throughout all our voyage.
And if you like the ship tour, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear all more about Azamara and all the future adventures we have coming up.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Bye, everyone.